Hi everybody, it is Tuesday and it is the very last day of August. As hard as that is perhaps to believe, the 31st is winding down. And the Labor Day weekend is getting ready to wind up as whatever's left of Ida is headed out of town. Actually, Ida will be long gone before your long weekend. We'll talk about both of those things on tonight's program and a host of other news and information. We'll go over the schedule again. We had our mayor with us last night talking about of course, pageants. Miss McGoffin being postponed for an unknown amount of time due to a positive case amongst one of the contestants, and how other activities, which are more or less going to be the pageants that are still going to be held, are not going to start until Thursday night, and we still are planning to bring all of those to you live on this network that you're on, as well as Facebook and YouTube channels that I have as well. So look for all that and updates more to come later on throughout the week. I was to have one of the 7 people who are currently hospitalized from McGoffin County due to COVID with us tonight via the telephone. That didn't work out. Nothing medical-wise, just a bit of a logistical problem, and I hope to have that interview for you tomorrow. I do have today's case counts for McGoffin County for the state and some other, of course, COVID information and some other details that are not, or other headlines and information that's not COVID-related. I'm glad to say. Stay was half of the headline out of my first report tonight. Getting the shot versus staying in the hospital. Well, I'm not asking for your personal thoughts, but talking about those on the behalf of possibly your insurer, because they have done some math. I think is actually the Kaiser Family Foundation, who's done a study on a lot of this week. I've read a couple of different parts of the study and then found some more information from them earlier today. And basically, it can cost about $150 for your insurance or carrier to give you the shot. You have to get 2 shots, and there's another surcharge or charge that goes along with it, and $150 to be paid by somebody is a good all-around number. The cost of going into the hospital, however, can be tens of thousands of dollars, $22,000 on average. For a patient on a ventilator, that's $50,000 or greater. The Kaiser Family Foundation says that just for the period of 2 months, June and July, this past June and July, that the United States healthcare system paid more than $2 billion for just COVID-related coverage. And as a result of all that, it may or may not come as surprising to you that the majority, a percentage of at least, health insurance companies are in the process or already have stopped waiving copays and other fees for COVID treatment. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, again, about 72 to 3% of insurers across the nation who previously waived or forgave any cost-sharing monies, or just covered the entirety of your medical visit or stay, are not doing that any longer. There's about another 10% or so that say they're going to discontinue that by the end of October or so. 88% of fully insured, says the Kaiser Family Foundation, COVID-19 patients would have had all of their hospitalizations costs waived by the insurer in a study they did earlier during the pandemic. Now that is indeed not the case. Now, this is not to set an alarm. There are a lot of insurers who say they are not. One of the largest, of course, Humana, says they are going to continue to cover the out-of-pocket costs, as well as treatment for COVID-19 continuing to be one of the parts of coverage in their 2021 Medical Healthcare Advantage plan. So that is something to consider and to maybe have a discussion about with your insurer, because a large number, not all, but a large number, the majority, over 70%, are going to be cutting back to some degree with the prevalence of vaccines. They were footing the entire bill, but now that they say that vaccines are so readily available to everyone that they're not going to be paying as much. McGoffin County Health Department reports another day of cases, over 24 today. A number of children, 1, possibly 2 confirmed deaths in the past 24 hours just here in McGoffin County. These are the numbers just in from the McGoffin County Health Department. Top left, total cases 20 plus 5, that's 20 adults and 5 children, the youngest of which tested positive out of those 3 years of age, according to the McGoffin County Health Department. To the top right of your screen, currently 2 McGoffin Countyans on a ventilator in an area hospital, while we have a total of 7 hospitalized at this hour. Our positivity rating for McGoffin County is still way over the 100 mark, which is, of course, way over the 25 mark, which is critical or puts us in the red. 145.7. We had reached as much as 200 or above, and then we have slowly fell down into the 150 range and kind of leveled off, and we are staying there with 20 or so cases on average for the past several days. As far as vaccines given out today at the McGoffin County Health Department, 50 people came in and got their first vaccine, their first dose of Moderna, and they gave 22 booster shots also of Moderna to those who have compromised immune systems, cancer treatments, or recovering from cancer, or other serious issues which put them eligible for the booster shot. So a total of 72 vaccines or people were vaccinated earlier today at the McGoffin County Health Department. While taking a quick look at the state's incident rate map, I did some math today. It took a few moments, sad to report, to count all of the red counties that were over the 100 threshold. McGoffin County had been second behind only Clay County for a number of days, close to a week or maybe even longer. Clay County 250 and higher, McGoffin County 200 and higher at some times, and then McGoffin County, again, as I said, has fallen down to about 145 and kind of holding there. But there are 17 counties now higher than McGoffin County. Yeah, the highest of which I think is up into the 300 percentile, if I'm not mistaken, and there are a lot in the 200s, but a total of 17 Kentucky counties higher than McGoffin, and 57 counties altogether in the red above the 100 mark. Taking a little closer look at the area, we see that Johnson and Floyd County are high as well. Johnson below 100 at still 82.4. Floyd at 158.2. The Floyd County Health Department yesterday said they had 37 new cases. 8 of them were kids, 20 hospitalized. 8 of the 37, only 8 of the 37 were fully vaccinated, while Johnson County had 60 new cases to report for yesterday. That indeed set a new record, which the old was 46. 14 out of the 60 were, 14 people were hospitalized at that time. They reported 2 deaths just yesterday. They've lost 42 people just in Johnson County, and that's 12 deaths for Johnson County just since the 1st of August. And that accounts for about almost 29% of their total death toll just in August. And on an indirect COVID-related note, the McGoffin County Recycling Center is closed until next Tuesday after the Labor Day holiday. Not necessarily directly due to COVID, but they are short-staffed as a result, indirectly, I guess you could say. Regardless, they're closed until next Tuesday at the McGoffin County Recycling Center. I'll be right back after this. Call the pros. All Pro Gutter Works specializes in seamless gutters, vinyl siding, metal roofing, replacement doors and windows, remodeling or adding on to your home with free and fair estimates backed by decades of happy and return customers with guaranteed satisfaction and 18 months 0% financing. All Pro Gutter Works. 349-9999. Nostalgic or historic or whatever you want to call that feeling you get when you walk in and sit down at the counter and get a scoop of ice cream or a hot dog with sauce while your hometown pharmacist gets your prescriptions ready. Whatever it is, it's still here at Fraser's Prater Drug. Only better, with everything from Jelly Bellies to fresh popcorn to hot and cold gourmet coffees, even hot fudge cakes and banana splits. Fraser's Prater Drug hasn't forgot how important the little things in life are, and they don't want you to either. Stop and see them. They're just a couple of doors down from another Salyersville gym, the Seasonal Shop. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Salyersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Stop in JJ's Burgers and Beer for the weekend specials like 10 boneless buffalo wings and an 18-inch pizza, any toppings, for $14.99. Stop by any day of the week and get any 16-inch pizza for $9.99 and any 18-inch pizza for only $11.99. They've got a different sandwich or soup special every day of the week, big gourmet class hamburger combos, and your favorite domestic beer, $2.49 a bottle or $7.99 by the bucket. JJ's Burgers and Beer at Speedy's in Sayersville. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424. COVID might have stopped the music again, but don't let it stop the services and support our local organizations provide the community by supporting them. Go to bgcf.givingfuel.com/Community Day right now or before September the 9th and donate to get them the $35,000 in matching funds. And be sure and look for all the raffles and fundraisers that are going on right now by all the groups: McGoffin County Senior Citizens, McGoffin County Christians Care, Sayersville Kiwanis, Miss McGoffin Scholarship Organization, the District 3 Volunteer Fire Department, North McGoffin, Middle Fork, Sayersville, and Bloomington Fire Departments, the McGoffin County Rescue Squad, our DAV, South McGoffin Community Activists, South McGoffin Fire Department, McGoffin County Youth Baseball and Softball, Kentucky Mission Bible Training Center, and the McGoffin County Rainbow Girls. And be sure to see any of those groups or the Sayersville National Bank and buy that $10 ticket that will win someone this car. Please, let's all support these groups who have always supported us. bgcf.givingfuel.com/Community Day to donate. Local news in a few moments, and not all cancellations on the show tonight are due to COVID. I'll elaborate more in just a few seconds. Right now, before we talk about a big day this Thursday, for which we here at the Independent and Your News Today got an invitation to that I just can't take them up on. I will at least let you know what that's about. But for now, our governor today, after yesterday announcing 2,619 cases, announced another day where we are well over the 4,000 mark.
The Delta variant continues to spread like wildfire. Today is our 10th highest day ever in the pandemic, 4,548 cases. We're announcing 23 new deaths. Positivity rate 13.66%. Again, we keep increasing day after day after day. This is now the highest since we've had enough testing to have an accurate rate. Also set records for hospitalizations. 2,274 Kentuckians so sick with COVID they have to be in the hospital. Hospitals bursting at the seams. 617 Kentuckians, also a record, in the ICU battling for their lives, and 406 Kentuckians on a ventilator with their families praying they will survive. Two weapons can win this war. Number one, everybody's got to get vaccinated. This is still primarily unvaccinated folks, either in the hospital or who spread it to someone who is vaccinated and is now in the hospital. Second one is masking. Universal masking in our schools is a must, or we will get even worse from here. And everybody needs to be wearing a mask when they are outside of their home and indoors. This is the worst the pandemic has been. Please, at least take the same precautions you did earlier in COVID. Come on, folks. We got to do this. Do the right thing. Love your neighbors yourself. Protect one another. Thanks.
Day after tomorrow, it will be September the 2nd. It will also be the day that Congressman Hal Rogers will become Kentucky's longest-serving member of Congress. If they've done their math correctly, and I'm sure the historian of the U.S. House of Representatives has, 14,852 days in office. This Thursday at 2 o'clock, which is, again, on the second day of the month, the media, they're apologizing for not being open to the public, but inviting the media to the celebration so they can report on this historic event. Since 1980, and my apologies, I have video somewhere of myself interviewing Congressman Rogers on one of the many occasions I've had the privilege and opportunity to do so. I'm not we have a black screen. I'll try to fix that as I talk. Nevertheless, since 1980, Congressman Rogers has been elected to 21 consecutive terms, representing, of course, the 5th Congressional District, and that currently covers about 30 counties. And that makes, by day, the longest term, more than the 14,851 days. That was a record held by the late U.S. Representative Bill Natcher, a Democrat from Kentucky's 2nd Congressional District. And this Thursday will mark 14,852 for Congressman Rogers. I look forward to asking him about that next time we talk, and I'm sure I'll have another opportunity to do so, as he frequents McGoffin County in eastern Kentucky quite often. Congratulations, Congressman Rogers. Going on to tonight's community calendar, don't forget that ongoing, and you will be seeing it here on your news today before the end of the week, most certainly, the celebration of the life and work of Tom Whitaker, as it is being presented at the Sagersville Renaissance Center tonight. This evening it was until 5, and then Wednesday through Saturday, the rest of the week, it's 10 in the morning till 8 p.m. during the Founders Day celebration, the altered or amended, if you will, Founders Day celebration. But it's a wonderful display they've worked closely with the family on, and you will enjoy it, I promise. And, of course, they're asking that you please wear a mask and follow all COVID, of course, precautions. Appalachian Community Health Days is still on par from what I understand. Wednesday, September the 8th, is the Lakefront Church of God. Free screenings, free health services, free COVID vaccines, of course. I also have I just don't have it typed in, Water and Wine Food Pantry will not be open tomorrow for their regular pantry day due to COVID and other circumstances, I am sure. But my calendar is always open if you have an announcement like this or a birthday or anniversary that you need to pass along. Calendar brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau, while other announcements via obituaries are provided nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, where I have a reminder tonight about services to be held this Thursday for Barbara Allen, 68 of Burning Fork, who passed away Sunday. She's survived by special nephew Tony Allen, sister Gloria Jean Allen, and a loving group of nephews and nieces and former students as well. Funeral services will be Thursday at 1 from the Allen Home Place Cabin on Craft Creek, and the family will welcome friends for visitation at 10 o'clock that morning and up until the services that start at 1. The Sagersville Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. 43-year-old Sidney Brian Bailey of Georgetown passed away. Formerly of Sagersville, the son of the late Ad and Jeannie Lou Kraft Bailey. He's survived by his wife Kristen, daughter Sydney, son Maddox, sister Becky Johnson, and a host of aunts and uncles and cousins here in Sagersville. Services will start Thursday morning at 11 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. And friends can call on the funeral home tomorrow evening from 6 until 9 for visitation. Alline Arnott, 85 of Sagersville, I'm told, passed away today. Arrangements still being made in her honor at this hour via the McGoffin County Funeral Home.
Summer is here, and the 12 mini deal just got even hotter. The iPhone 12 mini is now $1 penny with a 2-year contract. Visit an Appalachian Wireless retail location or go to AppalachianWireless.com to view this amazing deal. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
Summer is definitely in full swing at the seasonal shop, where it is filled with new arrivals in home decor, women's clothing, Ridge and Holler, and more. They've given their home decor a fresh look, and they have new displays literally wall to wall, from farmhouse to traditional, equestrian, and more. And Oat Shore neoprene bags are the latest craze in women's accessories, and they've got dozens of colors and styles available right now, and new ones coming in daily. And lily planters have arrived just in time for school or work. And don't leave the guys out. Ridge and Holler shirts, yes, that's a McGoffin County Cadillac cap, and hats are a huge seller at the seasonal shop. Designs so unique and so special for our area. Designs you can only get at the seasonal shop. They still have delivery,
baby and wedding registry, curbside service, and more.
Summer is here, and the deal on the iPhone 12 mini just got even hotter at Appalachian Wireless. The iPhone 12 mini comes with massive features and is the perfect pocket size. Best of all, Appalachian Wireless is offering the iPhone 12 mini for just $1 with a 2-year contract. Good things do come in small packages, and it's the iPhone 12 mini on the region's best network. But don't wait. This deal won't last long. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
Well, cancellations abound. We're going to continue to see them fall, I am afraid. The Apple Festival over in Johnson County, another one that is not going to happen. They've had to make the very hard and difficult decision to take the position to postpone the Kentucky Apple Festival until next year. So essentially canceling it in its entirety for this year. And they say they just literally had no other choice. The Johnson Central football game set for this Friday night has officially been canceled, but it doesn't appear to be COVID related and even has a bit of a national tie.
I didn't watch the game, but it was hard to miss the headline from over the course of the weekend, and I really wasn't expecting it to have any way of making it onto Your News Today, but it has, through getting us caught up on football scores. ESPN televised a high school football game on Sunday. Not unusual that Florida's IMG Academy would be there. They pump out professional athletes. It's kind of a finishing school for student athletes or athletes of that rank and skill. They literally had like 30% of the rivals' top 40 class of 2022 players in the state of Florida. Yeah, so they're a thing, right? And somehow another thing made it onto the field, which was not what it was expected to be. Bishop Sycamore out of Ohio claimed to be a well-regarded program with a lot of Division I prospects as they sold themselves to ESPN, made their way onto national TV, and then just took a beating. I think the final score 58-0. What's a little perplexing and what announcers were even relating during the middle of the game, the team was 0-6 last season. They got outscored 227-42. They even played IMG and lost like 56-6. Had just played the night before and were somehow playing again on national TV against the perhaps toughest high school team in the entire nation. It was more than a mismatch, and ESPN says they got duped into putting the game on, and they were fearful for some of the players' safety as a result of the mismatch. What am I getting to? Well, Johnson Central game for this Friday night has been canceled. Johnson Central, as I understand, still trying to find someone else to pick up the slot because they were set to take on Bishop Sycamore. Yep. Central was to play this team this Friday night. Their head coach, as I understand, was fired after Sunday's game. So I suspect that is largely one of the reasons. So not COVID shutting down the Eagles for this Friday. They're still looking for someone to pick up the game, and I'll let you know if indeed that does happen. Meanwhile, thus far this season, the Centrals had one game, a 60-21 win over Henry Clay in their season opener on August the 20th. Their August 27th game was a COVID cancellation. And then this Friday's game, hosting Bishop Sycamore, of course, is still up in the air. Whether or not they can find someone to play or not, we'll let you know. So technically, I think that the Eagles are 1-1 right now. With the COVID cancellation and loss per KHSAA guidelines. The Magoffin County Hornets picked up a win in their first game. They had a COVID cancellation, as I told you, when they were supposed to open the season here at home against Breathitt County. But last Friday night, it was at Prestonsburg, 34-6. Yeah, That's right. At Prestonsburg, 34-6. Way to go, Hornets. They are set to be at Knott Central this Friday night at 7:30. I'm just going by the schedule on the Kentucky High School Athletics Association. We'll start getting caught up to date with football. Check out every week's edition of the Sayersville Independent, and we'll try to, though, let you know before Friday if that game is still going to be on. I'm not for certain as of yet. Paintsville and the Tigers, 0-2 right now. They got to play their first two games. A loss out of the gate to Pikeville, 21-43, and then a loss at Beechwood at home last Friday night, 0-49. That puts the Tigers, if they get to play, at Somerset. Not this Friday. They're off, but on Friday, September the 10th. And with that, I'm going to jump straight to your Licking Valley RACC Outlook. Let me just say a couple of things real quickly. I know that, the show's, I don't want to say it's shaky, but, it's almost... Well, it's always eventful. A lot going on for a one-man operation. This week, an extra lot going on. I have a new radar that we are unveiled yesterday that we're going to be able to use. It's more accurate, more up-to-date, and the visual aesthetics of it are much more pleasing. I just don't have time to pull that up today. We have updated every system in the studio this week. For a variety of reasons, I've added some new equipment which will allow us to live stream at 6 o'clock, the same time it's on your television. You can also go to my YouTube channel and Facebook. That, too, has been a process that's taken about 4 or 5 days altogether with everything we have done, and I hope to have it all working seamlessly by the end of the week. So my apologies for not being able to go to radar right now and having to kind of hold a few things off news-wise. With that said, 66 tonight. Yes, we are seeing a break in the rain right now. Don't let that lull you into a false sense of security. 1 to 2 inches possible tonight, a half to 3/4 of an inch tomorrow, 73 degrees on your Wednesday, and thereafter, as you just saw, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, in the 70s, nothing but sunshine. Starting Thursday, we flip the switch. We'll get out from all of the rain for at least 3 or 4, 5 days possibly, and we'll stay comfortably in some fall-like conditions. 70s through Saturday, low 80s, the lowest Sunday and Monday, Labor Day. Sure, shower chances work their way back into the picture, but only slightly. Sunday for your holiday weekend and into your Tuesday as well. So all in all, beautiful forecast after we get through the leftovers of Hurricane Ida, and we are about to do so, well, within the next 24 hours or so. But within that time period, we could pick up 2.5 inches of rain. Right now, we're holding our own. We've been okay, and we hope that continues to be the trend. Keep your eye on low-level areas and flash flooding.
And that's it for this Tuesday. I'll see you in September, which is technically just a few hours away from now, a few minutes if you're watching The Late Show. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching.